Remember that GoFundMe page that was started by Brian Colfodge, the Air Force veteran and triple amputee, in order to raise money to help build the border wall? Well, they raised over $23 million, but the Democrats said they weren't going to allow the government to use any of that money to build the wall. So the organizers said fine, they'll just find private landowners who live right there and ask them if they want a free one. A lot of people thought it might have been a scam because it's been about 6 months now and the Daily Beast called the plan a bust, but then this happened. Now that is a beautiful wall, and Brian Colfodge posted this picture on his Twitter account showing a group of migrants who were coming down the well-worn path to discover the newly built wall, and they turned around and went back home. Of course, liberals aren't very happy about it, and the local mayor issued a cease and desist order demanding that they halt construction immediately. But reports now are saying that that has been lifted, and the construction will continue. This section of the wall is expected to cost between $6 and $8 million by the time it's finished. And right here, just a few months ago, Border Patrol agents apprehended 300 people in one day.
The Southern U.S. Border Group says it's moving ahead with plans to build a private border wall in southwestern New Mexico. It's using millions of dollars from a crowdfunding campaign to close a border gap that the group says is very popular with asylum seekers.
It was a highly trafficked area.
The project is being spearheaded by Brian Colfodge, a triple amputee veteran. He created the GoFundMe page that has raised more than $23 million.
How much money is being spent on this section here?
It's still ongoing, but it's going to be around $6 to $8 million.
Oh, they're so upset. CNN reports that a private group says it started building its own border wall. CNN just can't even believe that it's true, so they keep throwing these qualifiers in like they say that they are. They posted pictures on their social media accounts claiming that the wall's being built. Oh, I forgot to mention that Steve Bannon is on the advisory board. BuzzFeed is upset, saying the GoFundMe wall project isn't being built on the most important mile of borderland. In other words, I guess BuzzFeed is admitting that there's a huge problem and we need more walls. Before the new wall was revealed, there was even fake news being spread around that Brian Colfodge used the donations to buy a yacht because apparently he's got a nice boat that's pictured on his Instagram that he has owned for several years before the Build-A-Wall project even started. Oh, and speaking of the border, there's a new Rambo movie coming out in September called Rambo Last Blood. And it looks like Rambo inherited a family farm right alongside the border, and he battles some Mexican cartel members. In the new trailer, there's even a scene of him chasing them in their underground tunnels. And as expected, there's a number of twits on Twitter who see the film as racist. Like this guy who says that the plot of the new Rambo movie is going to be like an old racist wipes out MS-13 with just a quiver of arrows, and it'll be the #1 film among Christians for months. This guy wonders how racist it's going to be. Apparently it involves Mexicans, he says, so it's probably going to be MAGA Rambo. This guy has decided to break his silence on the new Rambo trailer, and he has found that it is racist. And President Trump has announced a 5% tariff on all goods being shipped into the United States from Mexico. Should be 50%, but I guess that's a start. Some morons are like, good luck getting tomatoes and avocados in December. Oh no! Other morons are saying that the tariffs are just passed off onto the consumer. Well, guess what? Buy American then. And speaking of the border, I made a little update to my Trump is building the wall shirt. I thought I could maybe use a little more color, so I made the bricks red, white, and blue. Order yours from markdice.com or click the link in the description below. And like all the designs, of course, it's available on a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So click the link in the description below or head on over to markdice.com and check it out.